Hello, welcome back to a New Things Tuesday. If you're new to my channel, basically New Things Tuesday is a video that I do where I test out some new products that are brand new out or just like new to me that I've never used before, and I just like to test them out along with my regular everyday products that I use. So it's just kind of like a mini review within a full makeup tutorial. And as I said before, in case you missed it, these are going to be every second Tuesday, because some Tuesdays I only do one video and I don't want like every week to be just like a New Things Tuesday, like the same every week. I want it to be different, so it's going to be every second week. Anyway, today this is the look I created. We went a little bit colourful and a lot bit smoky. We're just going to jump right into it. So my skin's prepped and primed, ready to go. And the first new thing I'm going to try is the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I recently got a PR package from Dior and it has my name on it. I'm a sucker for personalized products. So I got these foundations. I got two different types. I got the Forever Skin Glow, and then this one just says Forever. So I think this is a matte one, and then obviously this is the glowier one. So that's the one I am going to use today. The shade I'm going to try is 2CR. I'm also going to use a new applicator. This is a Fenty Beauty sponge. Not bad. It is a lighter coverage than what I usually like, but I do like it. It feels very lightweight on the skin. Like it doesn't even feel like I have anything on my skin, but I think it's very flawless. We're off to a good start here. Honestly, it has more coverage than I thought it was gonna have. For some reason, I just thought that this foundation was gonna be quite sheer, but it's not. Like, it's a nice medium coverage to it. I'll spot conceal like here where I have a mark from where my nose was pierced, and any little areas here that still has some redness, I will use concealer in those areas to give it a bit more coverage. But overall, I think I really like it, and I really like the glow. It's not oily, you know, some dewiness is like oil on your face, whereas this is a very soft, subtle dewiness, which I really like. And next up, I know I'm pretty late on this, but I only got this package last week, so I was holding off to use it in this video, and they are the new Fenty Beauty concealers. These have been out for a little while, but yeah, let's give it a go. Two shades I have are 185 and 190. I'm gonna try 190, let me see. I feel like it's a little bit too yellow. What's 185 like? 185 could work. I'm just gonna wipe the excess off that one. Just a little bit too yellow for me. Try the 185. I actually don't know anything about this concealer. I haven't watched anybody's review or anything, so this is brand new to me. Overall, I do actually really like Fenty Beauty makeup. I think they have really good products. Again, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty sponge. I had a feeling it was going to be like full Shape Tape coverage, but it's definitely a little bit more natural than that, and I kind of like it. I just feel like with this foundation, it's the vibe, you know, because the foundation is not full coverage, and I feel like sometimes then when you go in with a full coverage concealer, it can look very off because you're so full coverage underneath your eyes and anywhere else that you conceal, and then the rest of your skin looks like skin, you know, so I feel like sometimes it can be a weird balance. So next up is something that I'm kind of scared to try, because I'm always so scared to try new powders, because I'm very picky with my powders. There's only a few that I use that I really like, because so many powders that I use just make me so wrinkly underneath my eyes, and it's just like they invent these tiny little fine lines underneath my eyes, and it's the worst. So I'm so picky about my powders. But this is the new Fenty Beauty powder, and the shade I'm using is Butter. So I'm just taking some up on my sponge, and then I'm just gonna press this underneath. Feels dry already, and I only used a tiny amount. This is what happens to me with pretty much every powder. It just like absorbs in so much and takes all the moisture out of my skin. I'm gonna just stick with it. I'm gonna go with the other side. Actually looks pretty good on camera. See, it doesn't feel too dry anywhere else, just like underneath my eyes feels a little bit dry. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Jouer concealer. This is the shade Coffee, and I'm just gonna contour my cheekbones with this. Just gonna take a small brush. This is a Morphe G40 just to blend this out. I just like doing a little bit of cream contour underneath my cheekbones. It just helps carve out my cheekbone. See compared? Just gives it a little bit of extra before I bronze. And then I'm going to bronze using my MAC bronzer. This is the shade Delphic. I know I use this like in every tutorial, but I love it and it works. So I'm going to continue to use it. I like to just go over my contour and just kind of buff it out, and then I'll just go all around the outside of my face, or like all around my hairline. It might look a bit crazy right now, but trust me, once the eye makeup and everything is done, it will all work together. So I'm going to dig into the Chasing Rainbows palette from Colourpop. When I ordered this, I wanted to order something that had like some colour in it and some neutrals, so I could just go in either direction. So I liked the look of this one, so we're going to give it a go. I'm going to take the shade Woke and work this in my crease. And then I'm going right into the shade Feeling It, and we're going to focus this a little bit more into the crease. So we're just building up definition. I'm going to go right into the inner corner too. I really like this colour. I think these two have blended in together really nicely. I'm taking some of this shade Realness and I'm going to deepen my crease again. In with the other brush and just blend these together. Now I'm going to take some of the shade Lucid, which is this purpley, browny, metallic shade. I'm just taking a flat brush. I'm going to just wet it with some setting spray. I would usually use Fix Plus, but I don't have any beside me. And I'm going straight into the shade Lucid, and then I'm going to apply this all over my lid. So much fall down from that. I'm just going to quickly draw on a wing liner. And the liner I used for that is my roller liner from Benefit. Now I'm going straight in with my blacker liner from Marc Jacobs. And I'm going to do this in my waterline and along my lash line. Once that is on, I'm taking a small shader brush and I'm using this just to blend this out. And then I'm going to take some of the shade Feeling It and I'm going to use this to blend this out. So we'll keep it nice and smoky, but it just kind of adds that warmth to it. I just coated my lashes in my Marc Jacobs mascara and now I'm going straight in with my falsies. I'm shockingly enough going to take my Ella lashes. The only ones I ever wear. While my lash glue is drying down, I'm just going to take a little bit of this pink shade called Not Playing. Use this on my inner corners. I'm going to take my Warm Soul blush from MAC and add some colour. If you are someone who doesn't like a lot of blush, this is a great colour. And then into my Ofra Cosmetics highlight. This is the shade Rodeo Drive. And we're going to highlight with this. Now we're going to finish off with my lips. I'm taking Whirl pencil from MAC. And I'm going to use this to line my lips. And the lipstick I'm using is called Patisserie and it is from MAC as well. Okay, I don't like this lip with this eye look, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to them off with my hand because I have no tissues beside me and I'm just too lazy. And I'm going to go over this with this lipstick from Maybelline. It's called McCall, and I'm just going to go over this. So much better, right? The other one was just, I don't know, it was just too much of something that I dislike. So now that we're finished the tutorial, I'm going to do a little recap on the products that I used. So the first one was the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation, which I really like. I still really like how it's sitting. I'm going to wear it again for the next few days and see how it wears, see how my skin reacts to it and all that. And as always, I will leave it in the description box so you can check that out. If I have more opinions or anything about it, I will add it down below. Then the concealer, was really surprised with this, the fact that it wasn't full coverage. I don't know why I had it in my head that it was going to be like Shape Tape full coverage. It's a really nice natural concealer, and it definitely doesn't seem to be as dry as the foundation. The foundation is very matte and it can be quite drying on your skin, especially for me anyway. Anytime I use the Fenty, I mix it with like the Tatcha Beauty oil just to help kind of dilute it and add a bit more dewiness to it. But I find like this formula is definitely more on like the satin type of finish, which I really like in the concealer because I think it's more hydrating. So this I really like. Definitely going to try this again. Powder, not my favorite. I think it's just because it's too matte. I like a powder that has more of a satin, bit of a glow finish to it. Matte powders just really dry my skin out way too much. That being said, I will try it again for sure, and maybe next time I'll try it with a brush and see how it sits with a brush. But overall, for me and for my skin type, doesn't really work. And what else did I use that was new? The eyeshadow. I really like it. I didn't really seem to have a problem with it. I like how the eye look came out, so all good. Is that all the new stuff I had today? I feel like I had way more new stuff. Maybe I did and I just didn't use them. Ooh, I know something new that I used was my beauty sponge. It's pretty great. Does the job. So that's it for today's New Things Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.